Hello my beautiful and amazing people, badass Dark Zone agents, Uncle Butcher in the building with another setup. Today I will show you my favorite dilemma build in the game right now, which absolutely annihilates enemies in waves by being pretty much a lone wolf. Absolutely nasty build. We have more than 200% crit damage. On top of that, we can apply dilemma marks on 5 enemies, which allows us to spray and pray. And as cherry on top of the cake, I will show 3 different builds with dilemma and this setup, or 3 different modifications, you name it. And if you love RPGs, looter shooters, and you want to be updated with all the best PvP, PvE builds, definitely hit that like and smash that sub. Welcome to the family. In this one, like I mentioned before, I'm using dilemma. Dilemma is extremely good because you can mark multiple enemies and every enemy will share crit damage, incoming crit damage, and that makes clearing speed extremely fast for any content in the game. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete the orders super quick. If you will use my promo code RBD for RBD, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all Series. Amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on, so definitely check these guys out. But now let's get back to this setup. And yes, like I said, I'm using dilemma, and dilemma is pretty much one of the best DPS sets in the game right now if used properly. What I mean by that, you need to pretty much spray and pray at first to apply as many marks as you can, and then beam the fattest enemy, the healthiest enemy, the enemy which has more health. Just look how quickly we are smashing this whole wave. I'm speechless how good this build is with dilemma chest piece, because we can mark 5 enemies instead of 3, and that's kinda huge, man. That definitely will increase amount of DPS you will put out. For specialization, we will rock gunner specialization. We will gain increased rate of fire on kill, always good. Armor back on kill, nice for survivability. Foam grenades, benchy pools, medkit with bonus armor, like I said, and yeah, really good specialization for PvE content. In terms of my main weapon, I'm using Saint Elmos engine exotic assault rifle because it has one of the best weapon attachments in the game, period, baby. Not even close. Maybe capacitor is decent also, but Saint Elmos is number 1, and we have really good crit chance, more than 200% crit damage. For survivability purposes, I'm using the map named shotgun with preservation talent, but you could replace it maybe with lefty named shotgun with perfect sledgehammer talent. For the pistol, this is the exclusive pistol orbit with perfect finisher talent. Killed non-elite enemy, switch your main weapon, boom baby, you have kept out crit chance and additional 40% crit damage for 10 seconds, I think. For the mask, I'm using dilemma mask. For chest piece, I'm using dilemma chest piece, and this is the biggest change I have made in my dilemma builds. Usually I'm rocking obliterate talent or something like that, and I decided to switch things a little bit more here, and I went with the dilemma chest piece, and I have to be honest, it felt really good, because especially if you are running solo missions, you can kill 5 enemies pretty much instantly. Just mark healthiest enemies, and guys, don't worry if sometimes you will not see the mark. If you see the crits going out, those enemies are marked, trust me. Dilemma icon is bugged, sometimes it will not appear on top of enemies, but it's there. They are receiving incoming damage, so don't be fooled about this visual bug. It's not fixed, it's like that for a couple months now, so you're still receiving damage. But if you want to turn your St. Elmos engine exotic assault rifle into LMG, simply switch my 2 improvised pieces, which is giving me a nice crit damage boost, for arquebus pieces. Use Picaro's named holster and arquebus knee pads. Picaro's named holster will give us 15% weapon damage, but since I'm using NinjaBike backpack, we will gain skill haste and additional skill tier. And if we will use second piece, for example in this setup, knee pads from arquebus gear as well, we will increase our magazine by 50%. So our St. Elmos will have 100 plus bullets. We will turn our St. Elmos into LMG, and with Dilemma chest piece, again, really good way how to use this setup. We have 100 bullets, we have more shock bullets, we can deal more damage, we have decent crit chance, although we are losing a little bit crit damage by using 2 pieces from arquebus gear, because we don't have those mod slots, so we are losing like 20% crit damage. I will show you on the fly. Let's switch some pieces. So I will use Picaro's named holster with crit damage. Armor is the best option, we don't need skill tier here, and as you see I have really good knee pads from arquebus gear as well, and unfortunately my crit damage is like 170, so yeah, we are losing 20 plus crit damage by using these 2 pieces, but from the other side we are getting additional skill tier, skill haste, and 50% increased magazine size. But it truly depends what you want. I'm just showing how you can modify this build. So that simple switch, you're gonna switch 2 pieces, most likely you already have Picaro's holster, and then simply farm for knee pads, and boom, you have a dope setup with 100 bullets, and Dilemma is one of the best DPS gears you can use. Third option how to modify this build is by using protection from elite mods. We have 5 mod slots in this one. If you have 13% protection from elite mods, you can reach really good protection. 65, and I mean it's really good, man. 65 is noticeable. If you will not use improvised gear pieces, don't use protection from elite mods, simple as that. You will not feel any difference, so use better DPS mods, crit chance or crit damage. It depends what you are lacking in this build, but in my case, crit chance is not a problem, and with improvised gear pieces we could reach ridiculous amount of protection from elites. So again, really good for survivability, and if you want to play around with those type of builds, here you go. So you have 3 ways how to modify this build. Yeah, technically you could use maybe 1 Fenris piece and 1 Sombra piece, but I don't know, man. I'm not sold on those pieces, especially with NinjaBike backpack. Those are not giving me versatility. I just love this build. Try it and leave a comment down below. How did it work for you? Bye.